Hey everyone, what's going on? Broke investor, aka retire on dividends here. Obviously, I changed my name because the focus is now retiring on dividends. So my videos, my Instagram, my Facebook, all of that, the focus is simply dividend investing. And the goal is to retire on dividends as soon as possible. Maybe it's going to be at a retirement age, maybe not. But thanks to stocks like TSLY, it could come sooner. So anyway, yeah, I wanted to talk about TSLY today. It's a newer ETF that has been making some noise. So what is TSLY? TSLY is a covered call ETF that pays a dividend, even though it's technically a distribution based on options premium that the fund makes throughout the month. So YieldMax is the company that has been making these ETFs, one obviously being TSLY. And, they have several and they keep adding more and more. So real quick, I'll just go through what they offer today. Today they offer OARK, which is ORK, which the underlying stock in this is actually an ETF for ARK. And that is an ETF, which means it's diversified, which may be a safer bet for some of you. It pays a 39.2% annual dividend yield. Pretty good. TSLY, which is what this video is focusing on, the underlying stock is Tesla, and the annual dividend yield as of today, 76.2%. Aptly, underlying stock, Apple, the dividend yield is 33.98%. Again, these are as of today, as of the latest dividend. NVIDIA, underlying stock, NVIDIA, dividend yield 49.71%. Last but not least, AMZ, underlying stock, Amazon. No yield yet because they have not paid out a distribution. AMZ just got, listed in the stock market, I believe, 2 days ago now. So anyway, let's talk about TSLY. What is it? Is it safe? Etc. Why should I waste my time? Is this a yield trap? So obviously do your own research. I'm no financial advisor. I'm just the guy who's obsessed with dividends, who wants to retire on dividends, and find better ways to do good with their money. I want my money to make money, and TSLY knows how to do that. So what are we paying for? We're paying for somebody to run a fund and sell, to do options on Tesla. They're basically selling covered calls on Tesla, which are, I'll say, close to the current price. So say the current price of Tesla is 150, they'll sell a covered call for, say, 152, and they'll get a premium for that. So if Tesla goes to 160, we won't be able to take advantage of that massive increase. However, we'll get the premium from selling the covered call to 152. So we'll miss out on the capital gains for that, but we'll still get the dividend from the options premium. If Tesla went down, that's fine. Even better, we'll still get the options premium. So when you invest in TSLY, you're understanding that you cannot take advantage of the underlying stocks, normal capital gains. However, you can take advantage of the options premium being paid out for, what the fund manager is doing. So obviously Tesla is very volatile, which means a lot of buys and sells are going through, daily. So, and what that means is options premium is a lot higher. That's how they're able to pay out such a massive dividend, 76.2% to be exact. And that's using the latest dividend of $1.06. So real quick, I'll scroll down to the payout history. I believe it goes up to January. I think they started in November. So in January, they paid 99 cents. In February, it went back down to 90 cents. In March, 90 cents, stayed flat. In April, it went down to 82 cents. In May, it went way down to 44 cents. But in June, it came back up to 80 cents. And then this month, it went to $1.06. So as you can see, it's pretty all over the place. But the yield is still substantial compared to other funds. So, what does that mean for you? So, what it means for you, if it stays at 76.2%, you'll get your money back and then some in 2 years. And then, based on your original investment. However, if the Tesla stock goes down, then your capital will also go down. Hence, your dividend will go down. So, if you are a believer in Tesla long term, TSLY may not be a bad idea for you, especially if you're a dividend investor and you want to just increase your yield on your account. Is this good for retired investors? I say hell yeah, honestly. Maybe you're not going to put all your money on it, but put a fraction on it, I would. Is this good for non-retired investors, long-term investors like myself? Most people would say no, because your long-term capital is not going to go up. However, I say yes, because I'm using the dividend to buy either more TSLY or other stocks. So I'm getting paid all the time in a high amount. So you can look at this however you want, but again, everyone's different. I don't honestly consider it chasing yield. I just consider this paying for someone to do the options for you. I love doing options, but I get myself in trouble and I don't have the time for it, so I'm staying away for it at the moment. I will be doing my own options when I retire. However, I am willing to pay the expense ratio of 0.99% to pay someone else to do my options for me on Tesla. So therefore, I'll buy TSLY and I'll collect the dividend for their efforts, and they get the 0.99% on the top. So as I mentioned before, they do pay monthly. And some other information you can see on the website. It just talks about the fund, their objective, blah, 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 blah. Here it is, fund inception. It came out November 22nd, 2022. Here's the gross expense ratio, 0.99%. Most people would say that's high. That's way too high. All right, we're getting paid 76% a year. I mean, fine. They deserve 1% for their efforts. Their NAV is at 16.79, which I believe they're at a discount currently. I think it's at 16.50 where it stands today. And what else? What else do you want to know? The top 10 holdings they do list. So if you go down here, you can see like what they're doing, right? So this will always show the latest information. So it's showing that they're doing, covered calls. And it shows you like what price for the covered call, how many shares, the market value, etc., and how it's weighted. So it's pretty interesting. If you're familiar with options, you know what all this means. I'm not going to get into the jargon, but one thing I did want to show is that you'll see, where is it? Cash and other. There it is, treasuries. So U.S. treasuries, they don't actually, own the stock. So they're doing the options without, actually physically owning the underlying stock. So they're really investing the money into, at least 80% of it into treasuries, as you can see, right? And why is that good? Well, today the interest rate is pretty hefty. So they're getting additional interest for the money invested in the fund, which is pretty good, honestly. So you can go to the view all holdings at any point in time, and you can see what they're doing. I think the more you read this each, maybe once a week, take a look, you'll get a better idea of what they're doing. I haven't really dug too deep into that, and I'm an options guy because again, I just don't have the time. And then there's prospectus. This is a gigantic file, 126 pages, but this is talking about all of their different funds. I know people are interested in, I think they're very interested in AMZ. That just came out. And I know a lot of people are interested in Berkshire Hathaway's, but I don't even see that one listed. I don't even know if that's going to... Oh, there it is. YBRK. So I don't know when that's coming out, but I do know this Friday, the GUI, cool name for Google, and then Phoebe for Facebook, aka Meta, is coming out this Friday. So, are they that volatile? No, probably not as much as Tesla, but they, if you want to diversify your covered call ETFs, it's not a bad idea to maybe take a look at them. But anyway, yeah, I'm not going to go through this whole PDF, but that'll show you everything you need. And one thing I can tell you is when you reach out to this company, YieldMax, is they do respond right away. They even have a number. So I'm going to say they're a very small company because, just looking at their website, again, it's not the greatest, but it's good enough. And just seeing how, new it is, you can tell by the volume of these stocks. It's it's very new. So I'm happy to get into this. I know it's higher risk, and yes, my capital can go down. But if I can get 76.2%, even if I can get 50%, on average, I'm happy because I can make my money in 2 years. And on top of that, I can invest all that money back into the fund and make even more. So in the end, again, I just wanted to make a quick video on TSLY. I hope this helped some of you out. But my opinion on it, and again, I'm not a financial advisor. Do what you want. Your money, your problem, right? I'm just doing this for fun when I can. But what I'm doing personally, I'm investing in TSLY in a taxable brokerage. I'm not putting it yet into my retirement. I may. I'm just not sure. I change my mind all the time. But right now it's in a taxable brokerage because I'm going to try to invest aggressively, more so in the funds that I can take out now. Therefore, I can use these funds for something later on. For example, I own 250 shares of TSLY, which right now, if at $1.06, it'll pay me about $250 a month, which, that could pay a bill in reality. However, I'm just going to keep reinvesting that as long as I can, on top of adding anything additional, to it. So that's my plan. I may add it to the Roth IRAs. I'm debating on that. Honestly, I almost invested it into a 401k, which I have a self-directed fund for. It gave me like 50,000 warnings. I'm like, all right, I don't have time for this. So anyway, I did not do that. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to make more videos. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think of TSLY. Let me know what you think of the other funds. Let me know what you think of YieldMax. And let me know what content I should make. Should I make more shorts? Should I make longer videos about any funds? Should I track my retire on dividend, progress? How am I doing? Just let me know. Again, I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I don't edit videos. I just create things and I throw them on. And I hope for the best to share the love for the game. I don't make money on YouTube. I'm just, again, it's just for fun. Anyway, I'm out of here. Hope you enjoyed this. Later.